Hi, John here. In this video, I will go through how should look like a dropshipping winning product in 2021. By that, I mean, like all these features like, so Facebook will not kill you after 3 weeks, or what kind of like pricing works now, or like, for example, what kind of margin you need to have, to basically survive, or if your payment gateway will like throw some 25% withholding on you, so you can still be in profit and run, because, well, I can hear from like a lot of sites and from a lot of people that they are saying like, dropshipping is like dead, 2021 is like too difficult. Well, it's a little bit like more difficult, and that's actually great because, well, first, Facebook is cheaper, because a lot of people basically died, and like they destroyed themselves because they tried to launch like a lot of like shit, and well, basically they eliminated themselves in like 3 weeks from that launch. And well, important is that people who actually are very serious about this business, and who try to build something, they actually win, and that winning, is like a lot easier than it was in previous years. So in this video, I will try to explain you what exactly I'm looking in products, in 2021, and what products work for me in 2021 and why I think they worked. Also, don't forget to join Adferation, my free Facebook mastermind group. It's full of people who spend millions of dollars every month on Facebook. So if you will have more advanced question about Facebook ads or e-commerce in Adferation, you will definitely get your questions answered. So definitely join Adferation today. And also, if you like my videos, subscribe to my channel and comment below if you have some interesting ideas about future videos. Okay, let's just go through a list that very basically I use, when we are searching for products. First thing in the list is that, well, that's probably like most important thing, and that's all my products need to solve some problem. I do not launch any gadgets, right? Because with gadgets, it's that you launch gadget, it will get some hype or something, or maybe you are using some, some like short hype that other marketers built. With these products, it's difficult to keep them alive like for a long time, right? Because these gadgets usually will survive a couple months, or you will like burn through like market with them, and then it's like going down, you can launch like a million new videos, million new ads, and it will still like not survive, okay? So that's why I don't do it, because what I see, from my past, from all the products that I launched, that every time when something worked, and all of my products basically, they are not like some, like lucky hits, all of these products that I launch, even like products that I found in like 2016, they are still working till this day, okay? So I basically still like produce like same products with my supplier, and they are still working, and it's already like 4 or 5 years. So you can see that if your product will solve something, there is like a huge possibility that once you find that product, or once you have like multiple products, you can constantly like switching them, rotating them, between each other. So you will never need to stop, because you have like 4 or 5 or 6, tested products that solve some specific problem that people really need to solve. And well, you can like run with them like forever, So I definitely recommend to do only products that solve some specific problem that people really want to solve, okay? Don't do just gadgets, or like some jokes, because these products, like they're like fly, high and then burn fast. But products that solve something, they last long. One of the most important features that your product should have is definitely it should look complicated. Or people should think it's very complicated product, because when they think that, you can really like push that price high and they will be okay with it, right? So almost like every my product, I build a story how, for example, process of creation is difficult, or how it's handmade. Because for example, when you are selling something from like textile, from cloth, it's usually, even when people, you might think that it's made by machines, but truth is that when there is like some it's necessary to sew it, the textile, or like some, I don't know, like shirts or like vest or whatever, usually it means that your supplier need to put a lot of people in like one room, and then learn them how to sew it on like these machines, right? So basically it's like handmade. And the good is that you can really like use it, in like as advantage, right? So every time when you can create some story about, for example, how difficult that production is, how it's like special, or what, or how complicated it is, then you can really like push your price higher and people will be fine with it. So try to always like make your products look complicated, even if they are not, inside complicated, they are like very simple, but outside people don't see what. But if people don't see what is inside, they can think that everything what is inside like super complicated, right? Even if it's not, right? I don't know if it makes sense, but yeah, just try to really like build, some story about how complicated is that product, because people will be like more happy to buy it and buy it for like higher price. Another thing that is like necessary right now, because well, first, I don't believe you can survive with, like your advertising if you are shipping from China. I think that's like a suicide. I don't think anybody should do it. Don't even think it's possible to survive, right? Because if you are shipping from China, you are always like on the edge. Basically, your success is like is based on luck, because once you will make some mistake, like super small mistake, Facebook will eliminate you. I mean, I don't even speak about chargebacks. It's like other thing, but basically, chargebacks will probably kill you, and Facebook will like 100% kill you as well. Problem is that I don't really like look at dropshipping that I don't want to have like some short-term success, okay? I don't want to just like find product, launch it, then be like happy 2 weeks and then like die, okay? I really want to find a product and then build stories about it, or like create some private label, about the product. But I want to take that product and try to like milk it as long as possible. So I don't want to lose my stores, because I'm trying to build something around that brand. So every time when you are sending from China, you are basically committing suicide. You are like shooting yourself in your like leg, or probably in head. So you need to be careful and always ship from USA, okay? Another thing is that when you are shipping from USA, it's a little bit more expensive, but at least you are protected, right? And you can deliver everything, like a lot quicker. So you will also have like less refunds, and well, which kind of like will make sense if you are doing like some bigger sales, if you are doing like hundreds of orders every day, you will be happy that you are not doing, like refunds, like $1,000 refunds every day as well, okay? So that shipping will like fast shipping will save you. You need to really like try to get products that are like small, light, and expensive, right? And cheap. It's not easy, but actually it's like, but almost like all my products are like that, okay? It just takes time to find them, but once you find something like that, it's really like great, because again, if it's lighter, if it's smaller, then it will cost less, okay? And in this case, sometimes the shipping is like more expensive than how much that product costs to produce. So you need to be careful about that, and you always need to try to get smallest things, that are super light, so you can push that shipping cost down. You will not survive with tiny margin. That's another thing, okay? You can see that sometimes marketers, they're trying to compare their success, for example, to ROAS in Facebook, right? And sometimes you can see that marketers are always going and saying like, yeah, I had like 5 ROAS, and from yesterday I made like 8 ROAS, and then you will find out that they made 8 ROAS, but their margin is so small that they didn't make money enough for lunch, okay? So that's important to actually have like great margin, right? So for example, me, if you will look like any of my case studies, then you will see that I actually don't have like that big ROAS, I'm running usually around like 2 or like behind or below 2, but I will probably still make more money, in profit, like real profit, than people with like 6 ROAS, okay, who are trying to sell everything super cheap, but with like high ROAS, because that ROAS means nothing, okay? ROAS is just like number, it means nothing. What means are real money, okay? So that's what I am like focusing about. I don't care if I have like 1.5 ROAS, if I am like making tons of money, okay? Money are like my main goal, so I'm always trying to focus on money, okay? I would even live with like 1.3 ROAS. I would not care, okay? I would like tell people that, yeah, I have like 1.2 ROAS, but I'm like making tons of money because my margin is so great that it doesn't matter, okay? So don't focus on like that ROAS, because it's like a bullshit, and focus on margin and your profit, okay? So every time when I'm trying to price something, there are like for me two different things. First one is that I need to always like have 5 times bigger price than is my cost, right? So let's say that I am buying something from my supplier together with shipping, like with all shipping included, for like $5, right? So $5 is my cost to basically get it from US warehouse to that customer. And that means that I need to sell it for at least $25, right? That's exactly like what I'm doing every time, right? So that's why I'm always in profit even when my ROAS is going down. Because let's imagine like one thing, right? Let's say that you will find product and first like couple of weeks, or like let's say couple thousand orders is like perfect, okay? You are running in God mode. Like every time when you will find product, every time when I do it, I always run with like free ROAS, and I'm like making like tons of money, it's like everything is awesome, But then when you are selling more and more, it just slowly goes down. But when you have that huge margin on it, like I'm using here, then basically that fall down it will not hurt you that much, And if you have, for example, like if you are at the beginning, you have just one product that is like winning, and you will see that it's like slowly going down. You will have like a huge time, frame where you can find new product and test tons of new products, okay, before you will like die or like before you will be in loss or something, okay. So it's very important to have like that high ROAS because, like I said, with new product you usually like go at like, and I will like start at 3 ROAS and then it will be slowly going down, okay. And basically with almost all my margins, I'm always like able to go like from to like 1.4 to 1.3 ROAS where I have a break even, okay. So even when I'm like running at 1.4, I'm still in profit, okay, because I have always these margins. I always like take everything and I like multiply it by 5, right? So it's not easy to use it for every product, but well, then don't launch this product, because I don't launch products that I can't use it, okay? Because I know if I will like multiply by 3 and I will find some in product, it will be great. I will probably like make a couple thousand orders and then it will go like down so fast that I will just not be able to save it, right? And I will need to stop it or something. So yeah, that's kind of like what is like most like difficult about it, because that's what's the biggest problem here, because when you have small margin, that fall will be like much quicker, right? But if you have like big margin, that fall will be slow and will be strategic. You will be able to you will be able to react, in like in good time, right? You will not be super stressed and you will be operating from like well, basically a point of power, right? You will not be really like fuck, I'm going down, I will die. Okay, you will be able to go, okay, it's like going down, I need to like start working now. Okay, so it's really like a good idea to always start with higher margin, because you will not fall so fast, okay. I think a lot of people, they always try to sell everything cheap, and but they don't understand that I mean, even if the product will work, that fall will be like so fast, they will probably lose what they make at the beginning, right? So every time try to like make your margin at least like, and try to, like multiply by 5. Quality must be high, as possible. Well, in 2020, it started to be like a little bit more critical with Facebook, right? You probably start seeing like a lot more people who lost their, stores, because of customer feedback score and all that. And it didn't start difficult just because Facebook is now more strict about shipping times, but because they are more strict about quality of product and about if you are really delivering what you are promising to your customers. Well, so every time when you are launching any product, first I go to Amazon, okay, and try to find a seller who has like most reviews in the product. Don't just check like 5-star reviews, but start checking those like 2-star reviews, 1-star reviews, 3-star reviews, because in those reviews is usually a truth, like truth of like real features of the product and why most people are like angry about it. Because if you are selling something, you need to know like why people love it, but also why people hate it. Because if you don't know that, and you will start selling that product, and you will like one day find a product, and tell your supplier like, it's like working, let's make money. Like send like 2000, like units of it to USA warehouse. Let's just sell it, and then it will get there. You will sell like 500 of it, and Facebook will kill you in 2 weeks, okay? Because you didn't know that you launched something that in reality it's it's good on paper, but in reality it doesn't work, okay? So you always need to be careful what you're launching, and it doesn't mean just about launching something that is like good quality, like built, it also means that if you're launching something that, let's say that you are selling like one of these like things that on car, right? Like let's say that somebody has a dent on their like car doors, and you are selling some that tool that will like put that dent out, and your car will be great. Well, truth is that 99% of people will fail here, okay? And it's not because the product is bad, but because they are not handy or smart enough to use it, right? Or you will not give them perfect instructions, but there will be like a million other factors that may, or the dent is like too huge, or I don't know, there will be like a million other factors. And even if the product is fine and is working for a lot of people, you will still get shut down because of that, because people were not able to use it in every situation. And well, that's basically also a reason why a lot of people who are launching these like do DIY things, like lose their stores, because people are usually not used to use products that kind of like requires like level of like handiness, So you need to really be careful about it, because sometimes you can lose even if your product is great just because people don't know how to use it. And again, it's not just about Facebook, it's also about payment gateway. So if you will launch something what is really like not working or is not really doing what you promised, people will also go to their banks, and you will get shut down by Stripe or PayPal, most likely PayPal, because they are a little bit more strict. So you need to be careful about it as well. But to be honest, I think before you will get like all these problems with your payment gateway, Facebook will like shut you down a lot quicker, because these people will probably like kill you in like 2 weeks. It doesn't matter what you will do in your customer feedback score. If you will set there that you want to have those emails delivered in like 8 weeks, Facebook will still send it, in like 2 weeks, when your page will start. So anyway, if you will start something, Facebook will anyway start emailing those people a lot sooner than you think, okay? So if you have, for example, even that slow shipping or something like that, you will still get like killed like before you will even get that stock to a sale, okay? So definitely, like be careful about it, because with Facebook that is like a lot quicker than it was before. Now you can really like start and in 2 weeks be out of business, okay? I know that a lot of people say that you should do with niche stores, but one of the most important things for me is to go broad, okay? Because I see how powerful it is. Every time when I'm broad, I can really like make that product work super long. And when I say go broad, I mean these audiences are huge and almost everybody is in them. So let's say that you are selling car products, right? So like, and don't mean car products for like some car experts, or like some tuning, like products, for a car. Let's say something that everybody can use, like phone holders, right? Or you are selling some, like dog products, like dog toys, or like cat products, or something like that, right? So all these audiences are gigantic, right? But it's easy to actually target them. I mean, like it's super easy to target somebody who like cats or who like dogs, and there will be like hundreds of other interests that you can target in Facebook. So it's super easy to actually like scale these products and make it work for a long time, because before you will start having like some overlaps or your ad fatigue will hit you, you will be able to sell like hundreds of like or like thousands of units of this before your ads will start going down. But if you will pick some small audience in some like audience, like let's say that you are focusing only on dogs, and you are focusing only on people who have like chihuahuas or something, okay? That's a very small audience, and it's possible that even if you will sell a couple like hundreds of products, maybe thousand couple of products, and then it will like die super fast, okay? Because that's like very limited audience in like a bigger audience. So it's better to go broad, okay? So if you will pick dogs, go in products that are focusing on all dogs, okay? If you are going in cats, don't focus on some like Egyptian like a Maine Coon or something. Focus on all cats, okay? Because that's where Facebook is working great, okay? Because they can take like that huge amount of people who are focused only on cats, and then like try to like and sell them that your ads, okay? So definitely like do this, okay? So same for cars, right? Don't focus on cars that or people who like Toyotas or like Nissans, okay, or BMWs. Focus on everybody who like cars, okay? And well, on like general public people, okay, like some normal person who is like going to work and need like phone holder, okay, or something like that, okay. That will always like help you to be able to sell it as like for a long time, okay. It will not be just short-term success. And last thing, basically, before I will show a couple of examples of product, is that always try to focus on products that have just one variation, right? Don't try to sell like a product that is in like 10 colors and 10 different sizes, okay? That's like a suicide for a supplier, and it will be like very difficult to source it. It will be not cheap, okay? But if you will find product that has like one size and one color, then it's super easy for a supplier to get it and get a lot of it, okay? So when you will basically find the winning product, it will be a lot easier for them to have like a huge amount of it sent to USA, okay? They will also not risk, because sometimes you don't know, like if you will say like if you will sell like 5 different colors, sometimes like one color works and those 4 other colors will basically sit in warehouse and nobody will do anything with them, okay? But if you have like if you basically found like winning product with just like one variation, then it's like a great for them and for you, because first it will be cheaper for you because they will not have that big risk, okay, by producing so many different variations, and also for you will not be in stress to sell it all, okay. And first, and again, for people, for example, if you are saying like buy one get one free, it will be like a lot easier for you to give them like buy one get one free of like 1 unit, for example, and for you it will also like easier to sell, okay, because the supplier will also try to push you to basically clean those other colors or other variations, okay. So everybody will be like a lot happier and a lot like a calmer if you will basically have just one variation of the product, okay. Okay, let me give you here example of like one dog toothbrush, okay. So basically this is product that is actually great, right? So first, it's like a toy, right? And those dogs will basically try to eat it and their teeth will get cleaned, okay. So that solves some problem that actually a lot of dog owners have, okay. That's like one thing. Also, you can see it's like small, okay, and it's basically just from plastic or gum. So that's another thing, okay. It will be easy to produce because produce this is super easy for that product, for that supplier, okay. They don't need any basically humans for it. They just need to like put it to some machine and that's it, okay. So that's another thing, okay. It's easy to produce, easy to ship, and people need to solve this problem. And also it's small, okay. It's just like 3.5 inches or 5 inches long, okay. So it's really easy to move it from China to USA warehouse. And another thing is that well, you can pick on what, for example, color you focus, okay. I would not give people options. I would just, for example, pick that green one. I would pick that one that actually has like more photos and more reviews and most of everything, okay. So basically we'll just like pick one color and that's it. It's like one size. That's another thing. So you will just be able to have like one variation of that product. It will be super easy to produce, and like everything that I guarantee you that this product is also like super cheap to buy. So let's say that we'll check in on AliExpress. So you can basically find the product for like $2, right? So, and well, the shipping is well, I would not really like care about the shipping here because you can always like talk about the shipping. I mean, like $6 shipping from China to USA is like a joke, okay. That person is trying to get more money on that shipping, okay. So let's say that in reality you will get it for like $3, okay, from China. So let's say that $4.50, from US warehouse, and this product is like absolutely fine to sell for like $90. I would sell this one as buy one get one free, and I would probably like get it for like maybe 6, 2 of them, or like 5 or 6, 2 of them from USA to that customer, and sell it for $19.90 plus 5 shipping, so it will be like 25. So basically, again, that's almost like 5, right? So that's basically almost like that. So that's basically I'm buying it for 6 and I will sell it for 25. That's great margin, right? And I mean, people will pay 25 for 2 of these, right? It's also important to pick that offer, right? Every time when you can, use buy one get one free. So it's difficult to do it with more expensive products, but with products like this, you can easily sell buy one get one free, and well, people will be okay with it. So if you will, for example, that cost will be 6 and you will sell it for 25. $25 for 2 of these products is absolutely okay. If somebody here is selling in Amazon for like 14, you will basically sell it twice more expensive, and it's like absolute for 2, and it's like absolutely fine. Okay, so I would, maybe it's possible to even sell it for like 29. Okay, I would probably test different, like prices. So this is like one of those products that is like absolutely fine. What I also like with products is, for example, DIY products that are a little bit like more smarter than people are used to. So for example, you can sell like a lot of different screwdrivers with like some functions, and this is like working great because first, when these people will get it, sometimes they will never use it, so they will just buy it to have it for some future work, or project, but they will never use it. Okay, so this is like first thing, because they will probably, if it will even break, people will probably like forget about you. But still, like those screwdrivers, they usually like work great. Okay, so you can sell something that is like more expensive. Also, like most of your buyers will be probably women, okay, which will be buying, these as a present for their man. So again, if you will basically sell it, you can sell it for higher price, because well, they don't really even understand how much it costs, and if it will look super complicated, then they will be fine to spend like a lot more money than they would probably spend in like normal hardware store or something. Okay, so again, definitely like try to sell something that looks complicated, like here, but it's actually like super simple, so it's not so expensive for you. For them it will be expensive. Okay, and let's talk about car products. So I think this one is like one of those greatest car products, right? They will probably never use it. That's like first thing, okay? So which is great. And well, I hope nobody will use it, because it basically help you to get out of car, okay? And second thing is that it will not be, like super heavy to basically get it from China to USA. It's in one color, and you can see that basically because of that person sells like 2-pack for $10. That means like it on AliExpress it will be probably, for like $3, for 2 of them. So let's say that maybe you will be able to get like $5 or $6, from USA to China for 2-pack. This is again product for buy one get one free, and I mean, I don't think this can even like get bad reviews, so you can really like like sell it and be absolutely fine. And again, it'll be super easy to source, super easy to send, super easy to sell, and customers will be super happy. So this is like one of, and this product will work for years, right? It was probably working 10 years ago, and it will be working for next 10 years. Okay, so if you will launch this, it's like one of those products that will always keep working. Okay, so you will be always able to like make them run, and when they stop working, you will just switch them off, change for some other product, and in like a couple months you will switch that product on again, and it will be again working. Okay, so these are like gold mines. They are constantly working. You will just always give them a couple of off time, and then they can work again, after a couple of months. That's what I'm doing all the time, right? I'm constantly rotating products that are already found, and sometimes I just add new ones, but I'm constantly using products that I already used, in the past. Okay, so I hope you like this video and it helped you. And if you are looking for some new products, then definitely check that list. It really like helped me, and basically I'm using this all the time when I'm searching for products, or when we are like launching something. And also, if you already lost your page, or like you lost your store, definitely download my free ebook, Facebook Advanced Survival Guide. I wrote it to get you out of the Facebook circle of hell, So if Facebook like completely eliminated you, you will find out how to basically get back, and restart everything, so you can keep, like your selling your stuff. And well, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next video. Bye.